this prayer that the monks and the nuns do 5 times a day is called either the Divine Office or the Prayer of the Church. It's the formal prayer of the Church. And what I like to do is to think that 5 times a day, all night, this prayer is going on for the sake of the world, because the nuns and the monks whose focus is this prayer are doing it for the sake of the world and for the sake of humanity. And so I like to think really of that energy added to the energy of what's happening in mosques, when normally 5 times a day people would come together and they would pray. If you think of what happens in Gurdwaras, the Guru Granth Sahib is recited all day. In mandirs, where there's regular puja. In Buddhist monasteries, where the nuns and the monks come together, and again they pray regularly throughout the day. In Judaism, where throughout the day again there is a small group, usually of men, I'd have to say, in their case, that pray regularly. That is an amazing amount of energy that is going out into the world. And I think just as we're now used to linking in to one another through Zoom, we should link into that energy a lot more. We should actually think that that energy is our energy. It is there for our benefit. We can use it when we are feeling slightly under the weather. And I think that to use that energy, and often, for me anyway, I think of that energy and use it accompanied by what's become a kind of popular mantra, if you like, in Christianity. There was in the 14th century a woman in Norwich who is quite a famous mystic. She was a hermit. She lived in the 14th century, and she wrote, "All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well." And so for me to think of that spiritual vibration going out to the world, and the belief that all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well, is very positive. The second avenue is my own personal practice, of course, is how I begin my day. For me, it's important that I start, now this might sound a bit strange, by locating myself in the universe. But I am Isabel Smyth, the daughter of, and I name my parents, the granddaughter of, and I name my grandparents, the sister of, and I name my siblings, the aunt of, and I name my nieces and nephews, the great aunt of, and I name them all. And what that does for me is it kind of puts me in the context of the human family. So I'm not alone. I'm not isolated. I'm never by myself. And when I have named all of them, I greet them. I wish them well. And I think even of my ancestors that go much further back even than my grandparents and my great-grandparents. And I use a Buddhist phrase that I find very helpful. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering. I then think of my spiritual ancestors. And I then think of the people in my own community who have really helped me and have passed on the faith to me. But being an interfaith practitioner, I also think of the scriptures that I've read from other faiths, the teachers that I've had in other faiths, even secular poetry, secular wisdom. And so I'm grateful for all of that. And I also greet them. And I wish them well, and I pray, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering. Then I offer my day. And in a sense, I then am grateful. I give thanks for the day that has come. I pray, really. I just ask that could I live it well, reaching out with love and compassion to my brothers and sisters. touching the earth with reverence and respect. And then aware that I am part of this great community of human beings, wise and holy human beings, past, present, and to come, and indeed part of the whole of creation. I offer my day. And I offer it that it might be to the glory of God, it might be for the coming of God's kingdom, for the good of all sentient beings, for the healing of the nations, and the well-being of the planet.